Hi folks, welcome to True Stories in the Life of Ronnie B.
Good morning folks, how are you this morning? Great morning this morning. What's your time over there? The time in New Zealand is 8:20 in the morning. It'll be some other different time wherever you are, but it's 8:20 in the morning. And of course New Zealand's in the southern hemisphere, and we were the first to get out of bed in the morning. This might surprise you, but I got up about 3 o'clock and I had breakfast. 3 o'clock in the morning to have breakfast. And then I went for a walk down around the streets for an hour and a half. About an hour and a quarter this morning. So that's what I do in the morning. And today, now I'm back on here and I'm doing my video. I'm semi-retired, I don't have to work, there's no time for me to go to work, so I just get on here and I start talking, and every day I speak about something. I talk about my life. The reason I talk about myself is I'm the only one I know anything about. I don't know anything about you, but I know a hell of a lot about me. Now, I've just been, my stories, I'm doing it in decades. I'm talking about my life in decades. You see, I was born in 1941. So when I was 10 years of age, that was 1951. So every 10 years, I talk about my life. And just recently, my last decade, this is the 7th decade. I'm 72, born in 1941, so it makes me 72. And when I was in the 6th decade, I had a traumatic experience in my life. I spent 4 years in an employment dispute with an employer after I dismissed a lady who I believe was dishonest. And of course I've been fighting that thing, and it cost me $30,000 of my life savings. And of course I was upset. And yesterday I finished off talking about it. But I'm talking about it again today. I can't help but talk about it because it's part of my life. It's what happened to me. And when I did 5 days, every day for 5 days I talked about it, you see. And I talked about exactly what happened. And yesterday I put it on and I sent it out to all the politicians, all the members of Parliament in New Zealand. There's about 112 or something of them. And I sent a copy of everything that I've been saying for the last 5 days, trying to persuade them to change the law, because the law is wrong. It definitely is wrong. You can't have a law in a country that says staff can do what they like. They can be dishonest and not get the sack. Or if they do get the sack, they can sue the boss. It's not right. And I call myself, I'm not a political activist, but I am a political stirrer. When I say I'm a political stirrer, I don't stir up trouble, I stir up the minds of the politicians. I stir them up. I try to get them debating the issues. You see, one of the problems in the world today, well, we all have problems, but no one will talk about the problems. And I'm trying to get the government to talk about employment law in New Zealand. So I'm stirring them. I'm a political stirrer. Now I'm not going to get a banner and walk down the street and get lots of people to sign petitions or go into Parliament and do all sorts of things. I'm not going to do that. I'm just simply on this blog talking about my life experiences, and the life experiences I've had relate to things that are wrong, and I try and stir them up. I get people talking about them. That's what I want to do. But I don't just talk about things that are wrong. I talk about things that are right. I'm a motivational coach. I don't do a lot of it now, but I was for quite some years a professional motivational coach, and I used to teach people self-development skills. And I've decided on this video to give you some more lessons, to teach those lessons online, because it's amazing the technology that's happened in the last few years. I'm talking into my telephone. I've got my telephone sitting on a computer here, and I'm sitting here talking to you. Now, one time, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to be a professional motivational coach or a public speaker, you'd have to hire a hall and you have to travel around the world, get people listening to you. But you don't have to do that today. I've got an audience right here now, all around the world. It's amazing that I'm talking and you're sitting on the other side of the world coming to one of my seminars. You didn't pay anything to get in. It's all free and it's great, isn't it? Hey? So, so I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about the power of the mind. I know a lot about the mind. I've done a lot of study, over 40 years of study on the power of the mind. And I've read a lot of books and I've been to seminars and that's part of what I'm doing. So I'm doing a website called Personal Self-Development. It's just called selfdevelopment.co.nz. Selfdevelopment.co.nz is my new website which I'm putting together. And on that site I'm going to be talking about stuff about personal self-development. The other website I've got is Traveller's Guide, where I take videos of things that are happening in the area and put them on Traveller's Guide, and people go on there and they can see all sorts of stuff about what's happening in here in New Zealand. And of course my main one is the website that you're looking at now, which is called Ronnie's blog. Timaroo Directory, it's part of the timaroo.directory.co.nz, and it's Ronnie's blog. And it's going on YouTube. We upload all the stuff onto YouTube, and then we put it down onto Ronnie's blog. So we'll have 3 websites. We'll have Ronnie's blog, we'll have self-development, personal self-development, and Traveller's Guide. Right? So that's the way it's going. So listen, I'll put this together now because I want to put the last 5 days I've done about the employment law. I want to put it into one video and make a DVD of it, right? And it's going to be about an hour long. And hopefully I'll be able to sell it or give it away or do something with it to help people, to help change the law. So that's one of the jobs I've got to do today. So what are you going to be doing today, eh? Have you got any goals? Have you got something you want to do? Hey, don't go away. I'm going to teach you how to set goals. I'm going to teach you how to achieve your goals. So don't go away. Keep tuning in every week, every day. I'm going to be on here talking about something. And good on you. And listen, I've got to go to work. So see you later. Bye-bye.